Hi there, welcome to our program. Here we are once again for another episode of English. So I hope everybody's doing fine, and as usual we've got lots and lots to talk about on each and every episode that we present. Let me first welcome our guest, Miss Heba Hani. Hello, Miss Heba.
Hi, yes,
and welcome to the program.
Thank you.
I guess today's topic is going to be very interesting because we'll be talking about some important figure in the American movie industry.
Yeah, actually, it's kind of a fairy tale because it ended like marrying a prince or something, and we will talk about Grace Kelly.
Grace Kelly.
Yes, a very beautiful actress in
sure.
Hollywood for a time. Actually, Grace Kelly, she is Grace Patricia Kelly. She was born in 1929, and she is an American actress.
Yeah.
She acted about 11 movies. Then, in April 1956, she got married with Rainier III, Prince of Monaco. And she became a princess. And she left acting, actually.
She quit it.
Yes, because, of course, she couldn't be a princess and an actress at the same time.
Yeah.
She had 3 children who were Caroline, Albert, and Stephanie, and they are still alive because she herself died in 1982.
Yeah. So she died kind of young.
Yes, in October 1953, with the release of the film Mogambo, she became a movie star. So she became a movie star with a movie called Mogambo.
Mogambo.
Have you heard about this?
I heard about Abu Galambo.
No, I haven't heard, but this will make us after this watch something like this. I'll be so interested in watching a movie because I've never heard about it, but I have to watch it actually.
Mogambo?
She's very beautiful. Yeah, she's very beautiful.
What's the story about? Do you remember?
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
I haven't. I will see it and tell you next time.
All right. Don't forget.
Her role as Linda Nordley in production of Mogambo garnered her a Golden Globe Award. So she got a Globe Award for Best Supporting Actress and her first Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress. So this is interesting.
What about this role, supporting actress or actor? That means they are not the main
no, supporting like Dorothy, second role, yes.
Yeah.
She's not the heroine. No, she was supporting to the heroine.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of actors and actresses who have this role and they are very successful in.
Sure.
Yes.
Nabulsi, مثلا.
Yeah, yeah. In Arabic movies we have Absalam Nabulsi and Abdelmanem Ibrahim.
Yeah.
Okay. So these were they had the supporting roles, but they were very successful in them. And when they did their first role movies, they were failures. As far as I remember, when Abdelmanem Ibrahim made his first role in a movie, it was not as successful as his supporting roles. So yes, she got her Academy Award for being a supporting actress. But she retired actually from acting at age 26 to enter upon her duties in Monaco.
Yeah,
of course,
as a princess.
Yes, as a princess. She couldn't continue as an actress and she retired after taking this award. Her movies or filmography...
Perhaps this is a role she could never have dreamt to act in the movies.
And that's why I started by it was a fairy tale.
Yeah.
It ended in marrying the prince.
ما كانتش تحلم انها تمثل دور أميرة في فيلم وأصبحت أميرة بالفعل.
Yes. We have this list of her movies. Maybe we can watch them or watch something from them. Like Mogambo, Dial M for Murder. I think this would be a thriller, something. Rear Window. Please write these movies. Maybe you can watch them on YouTube or something. Sure. The Country Girl, Green Fire. Interesting titles actually. The Swan. And High Society. Okay, so these are very interesting titles for interesting movies. I'd like to watch some of them.
Yeah.
But actually, she was active in improving the arts institutions of Monaco. But she didn't forget about her artistic nature, and she took care of the arts institutions of Monaco when she was a princess. She planned a yearly Christmas party for local orphans, so she did charity also. And they dedicated a garden club that reflected her love of flowers. So she was interested in arts, institutions, charity, and gardening.
She was kind of humanitarian.
Yes, she was a humanitarian. And she was very beautiful, let me remind you.
Yeah.
But actually, while driving with her daughter, Stephanie, one day in 1982, to Monaco from their country home, Princess Grace suffered a stroke, which caused her to drive off the road down a mountainside.
A stroke?
Yes, she suffered a stroke, and this made her make an accident. So she died because of an accident. She died young, about 51. The Princess Grace Foundation in the USA was established following the death of her to continue the work that she had. There was a foundation that was established to continue her work of charity. Okay, and this assisted in emerging theater, dance, and film artists in America. So there was a foundation after her death to help theaters, dance, and film artists in America.
Yeah, so her name has become immortal.
Yes.
You know, so those people, actually, there are some people who come to
as a
our
butterfly.
world
She's
and
as
die,
a butterfly.
but actually they still live with us.
Yes, actually, I consider her a butterfly. Her life was short, but she made beauty or left beautiful thing in her life.
Yeah, all right, let's have this break and we'll be back.
Star in a relatively brief career of 11 Hollywood films. She won an Oscar for her performance in The Country Girl in 1954. Other celebrated roles were in High Society, Dial M for Murder, and To Catch a Thief. She met Prince Rainier III of Monaco at the Cannes Film Festival in 1955. Her father gave Prince Rainier $2 million as a dowry, and the couple was married on April 18, 1956. 600 guests attended, and 30 million people watched the televised wedding, during which Grace Kelly became Princess Grace of Monaco. The couple had 3 children, Caroline, Albert, and Stephanie. Unable to continue in her career due to obligations as a princess, Grace became involved in charitable work. On September 13, 1982, Grace Kelly was driving back to Monaco from a country home in Roquegel when she had a stroke. As a result, she lost control of her 1971 Rover P6 3500 and drove off the steep, winding road and down the 120 feet mountainside. Her daughter, Stephanie, who was in the passenger seat, tried to regain control of the car, but failed. When paramedics arrived at the accident site, Grace was alive but unconscious. She and Stephanie were transported to the Monaco hospital, which was later named the Princess Grace Hospital Centre. Doctors tried to stop her internal bleeding during surgery and performed CAT scans to diagnose her brain damage. Despite their efforts, her head injuries, in addition to her fractured ribs, collarbone and thigh, were irreparable. Doctors believed that she had suffered a minor stroke before the accident, which made her more susceptible to another. The following night, at 10:55 p.m, she died at the age of 52 after Rainier decided to take her off life support. Neither Grace nor Stephanie was wearing a seatbelt. Rainier, who never remarried, was buried alongside her following his death in 2005.
Met you by surprise. I didn't realize that my life would change forever. Saw you standing there, I didn't know I'd care. There's something special in the air. Dreams are my reality, the only kind of real fantasy.
report about Grace Kelly, beautiful person, beautiful life, but unfortunately very sad ending. And actually this report
Yes.
made me have this feeling of nostalgia, you
Yeah.
know, thinking and yearning for the good old days.
Yeah, it's very, you know, I said it's a fairy tale.
Yeah.
You know, you like watching a cartoon, a fairy tale cartoon about this actress who became a princess, and very nice, really, very nice one.
Don't you sometimes like yearn for the past and you know, like go back to see some old movies
All the
to
time.
remind me of
Yeah, all
those
the time.
times, or even the times before you were born?
Yeah, all the time.
Why do we always love to go back in time?
Well, I'll tell you something concerning the Arabic movies. I don't like the new ones.
Yeah.
I always like to watch the classics because they were better. They had something, they had a meaning, or even just to make you laugh. But the new ones are so complicated.
Yeah, but don't you think that whenever you watch an old movie,
It will
your
reminiscence.
mind is always relating the past to the present?
This is a reminiscence.
Yeah.
Reminiscence to the past. It reminds you of things, a lot of people,
Yeah.
a lot of.
And you may have this
times.
feeling of nostalgia.
Yes.
كلمة nostalgia اللي هي الحنين إلى الماضي.
Yes.
ده إحساس بيكون موجود عندنا أحيانا لما نفكر في الزمن الماضي الجميل ونتوق إليه ونحس إن احنا عايزين نرجع له مرة تانية.
Yeah, but sometimes these movies could be funny
Yeah.
because they had no technology and
But they were great.
They were great, but sometimes funny because you see, oh, they did so and so, they had no technology and they used the very simple stuff to make a movie, but still they were great. They remind us with the old good times.
We still have some very old masterpieces.
Of course, that's right. Especially in Hollywood,
Yeah.
and we have a lot of masterpieces and classics.
طبعا كلمة masterpieces اللي هي الأعمال الرائعة،
Yes.
روائع الأعمال
Yes.
في أي مجال من مجالات الفن.
That's right, that's right. Old is gold.
Yeah.
They say.
Old is gold.
Old
طبعا.
is gold, yes, that's right. Very
القديم
interesting.
أو
Yes,
كل ما
gold.
هو قديم
Yes.
فهو من ذهب يعني.
Yes, that's right. Now we can move from this fairy tale to the realistic world of grammar.
Once again.
Once again.
Okay.
So actually we have something a little bit difficult, or some people consider it a little bit difficult, but actually it's not. And we call it the reported speech, or in other words, the direct and indirect. The reported speech actually is a way how we report what someone has said. And I call it like gossip. كأننا بنفتن. We
Yeah.
are reporting something that someone has said. By changing some of the words said, but retaining the same meaning. We change some words, بنغير بعض الكلمات لكن بنحتفظ بنفس المعنى. For example, this one says, could you help me? What did Alan ask us? Alan asked us to help him. So this was the direct speech, and the reported speech was Alan asked us to help him.
Always moving a step backward.
Yes. Of course, we move the verb or the action a step back. The reported speech requires in the requests and offers. When we report offers or promises or threats, etc., we can use the structure reporting verb plus to, which is to infinitive. Like when we say, can I help you? What did the woman say to us? She offered to help us. She offered to help us. The reporting verb here is offered, and the to infinitive is to help. So she offered to help us. Notice that the reporting verbs that we can use in the structure include offer. We can use offer, she offered, she promised, she agreed, she refused, etc. Here we have someone says, I'll work harder. What did Jackie say? He promised to work harder. So here we can use he promised to work harder.
It makes your mind think
Yes.
of the best verb to use here.
Yes, that's right.
Because you...
Don't say always he said, she said. No, you
Yeah.
can use other varieties of verbs.
mhm.
When we report orders or requests or warnings or advice or invitation, we can use the reporting verb plus object and to infinitive. And this, like when I say,
Oh, I hate this.
can you tell me how to read the word John? What did the girl say? The girl asked John to tell her how to read the word. So, yes, the reported speech is a little bit difficult, but we use it sometimes when we report something. We use verbs like tell, ask, order, warn, remind, advise, invite. Actually, in our Egyptian schools, we are used to teach this reported speech by only said and
Yeah,
told
he
or
said, he told.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, they don't use this all the time because sometimes you order, sometimes you warn, sometimes you remind, according to the meaning of the sentence itself. So
Yeah.
we have to move a step forward by this grammar. We don't stuck to the old ways of giving only verb tell and say. Now we have to move to other verbs to express our
Yeah. To
reporting
be
speech.
more creative.
Yes, to be more
using
creative in
words.
grammar, actually. Amy, I think you should do your homework. I think this is an advice, right? So, what did the mother say to Amy? Mother advised Amy to do her work or homework. So here I don't say the mother said to Amy to... No, mother advised Amy to do her
But
work.
don't you agree that each word has its own grammar?
Like?
Like, for example, advise. You advise someone to do something.
Yes.
This is a grammar of this word.
Of course.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
All
advise
right.
someone to do something. I promise someone to do something. Yes.
Exactly. So grammar is not just about tenses and
No, grammar
you know.
is something, a living thing. I consider it, grammar, I consider it a living thing. And by living thing, I mean that it always develops. It's not only about stiff rules
Yeah.
on the shelves. No, the grammar always develop. As I told you before, in an American movie, I hear someone says, she don't. This doesn't mean that this is right, but actually a lot of changes happened in grammar. I'll give you an example. All of us know that with the verb to have in the present perfect, what do we use? We use already,
Yeah.
right? But recently, now we use already in the past simple.
Yeah, but this is American. Yeah.
Yeah, this is
American
American.
use.
Yes, I'm talking
the
about
America.
the American. People are developing the
I
grammar.
already did that, for example.
Yes,
the
I can
American.
say that.
لكن ممكن نقول برضو I have already done that.
Of course, you
لكن
can
في
say
بريطانيا في بريطانيا they stick to I have already done that.
Yeah, but in
ما ينفعش
America-
في بريطانيا نقول I already did.
Yes, I am saying this because if you hear this in the movie, it would be
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I already did this. So this is grammatically right nowadays. So the grammar is a living thing. We should not just stop on one place with it. We have to develop with it.
Yeah. Okay. So and this is also why when we study a language we should not study words separately.
No.
You know. We
course
should,
not.
We should study the words that are used with other words,
Yeah.
and we should also study the structure of the word itself, because each word has its own structure. كل كلمة في اللغة لها تركيبتها الخاصة، وعلى فكرة دي حاجة مش هنعرفها أبدا unless we use an English dictionary.
That's
لازم لابد من استخدام قاموس انجليزي لو احنا عايزين نتعلم لغة صح. طول ما هنتعلم بالانجليزي عربي مش هنوصل لأي تقدم.
Yeah, that's right. Because language always is always developing. A word now, which is a noun, tomorrow it's a verb, and etc. Words are so different now. So we have to use the words or know the meaning in context.
وحتى القواميس، الناس اللي بتقول طب انا هفهم ازاي المعنى، حتى القواميس معمولة بشكل تدريجي. يعني في قواميس خاصة بالمستوى المبتدئين،
Yes,
المتوسط،
the advanced,
وهكذا.
yes. Yes, that's right. Some dictionaries give you only 2 meanings or something. Others give you a lot of meanings, and others give you the meaning with the idioms. Of course, dictionaries differ. Don't
Yeah.
always depend on your telephone dictionary.
No,
Because
no, no.
or Google Translate. Don't. You
Yeah.
can use it if you are in a hurry, but if you want to know the deep meaning or all the varieties of the meaning, go to a standard dictionary.
Yeah. Okay.
So we have, I think, something.
We can say that no two words have exactly the same meaning.
Okay, yes,
يعني
never.
يعني ممكن الكلمة في اللغة الإنجليزية تحمل معاني عديدة جدا مختلفة تماما عن
Of
اللغة
course,
العربية.
according to the context,
Ah.
السياق. As we have said, maybe it is sometimes a verb, maybe it's a noun, maybe it is the same verb but has a different meaning, maybe it has a sarcastic meaning, maybe it has a funny meaning. So yes, it differs according to the meaning of the sentence.
For example مثلا احنا في الانجليش ممكن تصفي ابنك او بنتك تقولي مثلا he's the apple of my eye
Yeah.
او she's the apple of my eye.
Yeah.
في العربي مش هينفع نقول ابني ده مثلا تفاحة عيني.
Never ever.
بنقولها ايه؟
Yes.
نني عيني
Yeah.
ممكن.
Yeah, the pupil of my eye.
Something like this.
No, of course, it differs. And the apple here is not used as a fruit.
No,
It is
of course
used as
not.
something precious. So yes, we have to know, to understand the meaning before.
احنا ممكن نتعجب كثيرا يعني لما نستخدم القاموس ونلاقي ان الكلمات اللي احنا عارفينها لها معاني معينة
Yes.
فجأة كده نلاقي لها معاني مختلفة تماما.
Yes, so when,
لما
yeah.
اقول لك مثلا own it own it كلمة own يعني حاجة خاصة بيا مثلا.
Yes.
لكن لما اقول own it يعني اعترفي
Yeah.
مثلا confess.
Or it's a piece of cake.
It's a piece. انا بتكلم على الكلمه اللي ممكن يكون
Yes,
احنا عارفين
the word
كلمه
itself.
own حاجه خاصه بيا.
Yes.
my own room. I
Yes.
have my own room. يعني انا عندي غرفتي الخاصه مثلا. لكن لما ممكن الفعل own يستخدم مثلا بمعنى يعترف.
Yeah, also the word bad, for example, in the American language, it's my bad. When I say it's my bad means it's my mistake.
Yeah.
So bad is an adjective. Here it's used as a noun and by the meaning of mistake, as if it's saying my bad action.
Yeah.
So it's my bad. So yes, here we use bad in a different way. So yes, English, all the languages actually are very active and they are developing.
And very rich.
Evolving.
indeed.
They are
Yeah.
evolving. بيتطوروا.
Uh-huh.
Evolving. So we have to understand the words in their meanings. And according to the reported speech, it is not as the old times. My mom told me not to. No. No, we can change this. She advised me. She promised me. She warned me. A lot of things. We have to develop with the development.
Yeah. Okay, and perhaps a lot of people may find English an easy language. But yes, talking about English in relation to other languages, English could be easy.
Yeah.
However, English is a very, very rich language.
It's easy if you use it all the
Yeah.
time. If you use
It's
it,
easy to learn. I mean, you can start speaking or using the language in a very limited period of time. But to actually be good at the language and master it one day, it takes years and years
Of
and
course.
years, and let's be honest.
don't expect that with one course or one level in a course will make you talk in English or speak English fluently. No, you need years and years. Yes.
ودي حاجة برضو أحب أشير إليها في الختام، إن يعني لما تسأل حد كده وتقول له هو أنت عامل إيه في الإنجليش، يقول لك أنا باخد كورس إنجليش أو هاخد كورس إنجليش، معتقدين إن الكورس إنجليش ده هو يعني خلاص
Yes.
هيوصلكم
Of course
ل
not.
انكم تتكلموا وتستخدموا اللغه بطلاقه. ما الكورس الا مجرد وسيله مساعده فقط، وكل المجهود والعبء الاكبر على الشخص نفسه ان هو to always listen, to always read, and to use the language on a daily basis. يستخدم لغه بشكل يومي. المشوار طويل لكنه ممتع when it comes to learning a new language. I'd like to thank you very much,
Thank you,
Miss
Yasser.
Hebehani. Thank you for being with us and for
Thank you.
your great effort. So that brings us to the end of this episode. Everybody, we've had fun being with you. I hope you've had fun being with us. And until we meet you again, have a wonderful time. Bye-bye.